What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the TCG Empire YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at Meta Monday. If you're new here, you're not sure what it is. It's where we take a deck, that has been seeing results or is being kind of hyped up lately, and we take a look at it on this channel and see how it fares in a matchup. So this week we are taking a look at Giratina V and Giratina VSTAR. This is the Lost Zone Tina engine. Giratina VSTAR 280 HP, Lost Impact, does 280 damage, puts 2 energy in your Lost Zone, and then it has a unique VSTAR, Star Requiem. You can use the attack if you have 10 or more in the Lost Zone, and your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out, so there's no side effect to it, it's just knocked out, and then you take your prizes. With that, once you also hit 10, you can use Lost Mine, to where if you have 10 or more cards in the Lost Zone, you can place 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. And overall, I mean, this deck is it's a ton of fun. It's very stressful to play, so if you're gonna play it, I would recommend learning to kind of get through the bad hands, because this deck does have a lot of clunky hands. Paired with that, we also have Cramorant with the Lost Provisions ability. If you have 4 in the Lost Zone or more, you can ignore all the energy costs for the Pokemon, so you can just do 110 for free. KOs some baby Pokemon, it's relatively nice. Mirage Gate, if you have 7 or more in the Lost Zone, you search your deck for 2 basic energies of different type, attach them to your Pokemon in any way. Works with things like Giratina, as it needs a Grass and a Psychic, and even with Greninja, if you attach a Water from hand and then you have a Water and a Colorless, so you can grab 2 energy that way. We're playing a lot of switching cards. We're playing Escape Rope, we're also playing Switch cards, and the new Jet Energy. Jet Energy, when you attach it to a benched Pokemon, it brings it to the active, so works well with Comfy and being able to get multiple Comfies. And then we do have Path to the Peak, because we don't really rely on abilities as much as other decks, so Path to the Peak really shuts things down. So yeah, the deck list will be right here. There might be a couple misplays in this video. I talk about them as they go through, but it was a close game, I'll say that much. I won't spoil it, but yeah, the deck is fun. It just I don't know, it's not my cup of tea, but it is meta worthy, so I figured I would throw it on the channel. But as always, if you do enjoy today's video, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Otherwise, I will catch you guys on tomorrow's episode of Tech Tuesday. Alright guys, so we are playing Lost Tina. We're going to see what we can do. We did win the coin flip, so we are going to go first, so that way we can try and get that turn to Tina. And if we can still at least attack with Cram, and it doesn't give our opponent a lot to do. So looking at this start, it's not very good. I'm gonna assume he's playing Miraidon, so I think I am gonna start Sableye, just because starting Sableye kind of gives me some leeway as far as benching Giratina, and I gotta hope that my top deck is decent, because looking at this, okay, so we're playing against Guardy. That's not too bad. So we did get VIP Pass, which is perfect. So VIP Pass, we'll just grab 2 Comfies. We'll go Giratina. We have more Psychic energies because we do have Sableye as an attacker. So we'll go Comfy. Hopefully here we can get like Switch card or something. There's another VIP Pass. So I could VIP Pass, which yeah, I'm going to do. So we'll VIP Pass. We'll grab Greninja and I think we'll grab Cram just so we can put some early pressure next turn. And then we'll go Concealed. We got Jet. We already attached. So next turn we have Colress. We only have 1, but we can at least start swinging with the Cram next turn. So we'll be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then next turn we can start swinging with the Cram and go from there. So we are only going to be able to kill a Mew, which is a little bit unfortunate. And we do have to be careful of our energy, because 1 Super Rod's gone. We do only play 2. So, and our second one is in hand. So we got to be really mindful of what we're getting rid of, because that'll be 2 grass gone if I decide to use Greninja. So we're going to have to see exactly what our opponent wants to do. Playing against, like, if we can get Path to the Peak and kind of get Ionos down and stuff, we'll be okay. I'm not sure why my opponent went for Manaphy. I don't think he realizes that Manaphy doesn't block Lost Mine, so... Okay, so he retreats. If he doesn't hit VIP pass or anything here... Okay, so there's Iono. It does get rid of the jet energy, but it's not too bad. So we do get path as well as jet and escape rope, so it's actually really solid. And we do have boss too, so we can actually boss this Rolls up, and if he doesn't get anything else, then we can go from there. So he did get VIP. If he grabs Cress and okay, so he grabs, so there's no Cresselia, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Let's see what we can do now. So we did get Giratina. First thing we'll start with is the flower selecting. Our passes are reluctant to be used now, so I think what we'll do here, let's see. I'm gonna switch cart because I'm at 2 right now. This will be 3. So we get Nest Ball and Water. Fortunately, that's not really anything that we want to see. So we can't attack with the Cramorant just yet, unfortunately. Unless we hit something off this concealed, we might be able to. So we'll use concealed. Sadly, we don't hit anything still. That's a little bit unfortunate. Let's see. I think what I'm just gonna do now is so that way he can't get access to Greninja. Honestly think my best bet's to path and then just pass. He doesn't have Crest down right now, which is good. I don't have to worry about things getting sniped off. And with the path, he can't use Greninja, so we'll have to see exactly how this can go. This deck's draws are just like really unfortunately terrible. We did get Iona too, so our super odds at the bottom of the deck. But we will be up 4 next turn, and our opponent does just kind of set everything up. He did grab Manaphy, which does shut off Greninja, but it's not too tough to deal with. There's no Guardy coming out this turn, so I don't have to worry about getting KO'd by anything. And we can KO one of the Curlias if he decides to attach an energy to it, so I'm not too worried. Our best bet too is going to be setting up Star Requiem on a Guardy EX. That's going to be something that will be fairly important to do. So he has 5 energy in the discard now. So what we'll probably do, we could boss up the Manaphy and get rid of it, just so that way we can kind of start setting up some fun stuff, but we'll see how that goes. So first thing we'll do is flower selecting. I guess we'll just grab Manaphy, and then I think what we're gonna have to do is we'll go Jet on Comfy just so we can look at one more card. So we'll use flower selecting. So we got Mirage Gate and Boss. I think what we'll do is we'll grab Mirage Gate just so that way we have access to it. And then we already attached for turn. I think our best bet is probably to boss one of the Curlias. That way he has less draw potential, and then kill it with Cram. And if he comes back on the return KO, I mean, it's annoying, but we're 2 away. So I think what I'm gonna do, yeah, so we'll retreat, we'll just go Cram, and then we'll boss up Curlia, and we'll just use Spit, because with Path he still has to find a Path counter in order to even power up anything, so we're still in a good spot in the sense of it. And we did hit Switch Cart too, which does help. So kind of hurt getting rid of that boss since we only have 2 total, but It's not the end of the world, just a little bit unfortunate. And then our Super Rod is on the bottom of the deck, so we're gonna have to be careful on how we set up these Mirage Gates. Both being at 5, we can possibly get to 7, 9 with Colress, so... And maybe if we find a way to get another Comfy, if he does KO the Cramorant, we have a way to possibly get 10, which means that, you know, we can start setting up Lost Mine and things like that. My best bet probably would have been to set up the Manaphy just so that way next turn I could use Mirage Gate onto the Greninja, but at the same time this kind of stops his consistency, so kind of a give and take situation. Okay, so there's the Artisan. I'm really wishing we kept that boss now just so that way we could set up a potential Giratina, but it's okay. The nice thing though is that, well, he's gonna heal all the damage, but we'll be able to kind of figure it out from there. So I think we go 7 to kill, and then we'd probably go, we'd have 5 left. We'd probably go some more damage on like Curlia and stuff like that. So okay, so he's gonna do 80. He's probably gonna KO the Sableye, which would make sense, or he can KO one of the Comfies. Okay, so he chooses Sableye, which is fine. I mean, I'm not too worried about that. And we do still have a path in the deck, I believe, so... Okay, so there's a Giratina. The Giratina, honestly, we don't need. So, I think what we'll do first is we'll switch cart. We'll go Comfy. We'll use the Artisan just so that way we can get another Comfy out. And then we'll go Comfy. Comfy can grab us. Well, I guess we're grabbing Colress. So we'll use Colress. We'll grab... honestly, I feel like I have to grab these. Let's see. So we have... Yeah, I feel like I have to grab these. And then what we can do is we'll use Greninja just to kind of thin some more. So we got another Mirage Gate. Wow, I'm just drawing all of them. This is so unfortunate. We'll use Escape Rope. Let's see if he misplays and promotes the Guardi EX, because it can take a hit. If he does, there's a chance I might be able to start Requiem. So we'll go Comfy, Flower Selecting. We'll grab the Super Rod because we have to. I think honestly, I think I just have to Escape Rope again. We'll go into the other Comfy, and then we can attach Retreat and go from there. So we'll Flower Selecting. We'll go for Jet, I guess. And then as far as attachments go, I need to attach to Retreat. How many am I at? So I'm at 10. I think what we'll do is, just so that way we can kind of set up a Sableye turn and kind of come back in prizes. I think what we'll do is we'll Jet Energy the Cram, just so that way I don't have to waste an actual attachment. And if he chooses to Moonglow, we have a way to retreat into the Sableye. And then we can at least KO the Manaphy, the Cresselia, That might be it. We can spread some more damage, but it'll be kind of awkward. Just sucks we had to get rid of that boss. Yeah, we're gonna have to super rod. We're gonna have to super rod back in a water, a psychic, and then probably something else. We haven't used a boss yet. So let's see how this goes. If they don't evolve that Curlia, we can actually KO it, which would be huge. So they must be going for a big style of play. Because if they KO with Guardy, okay. So they're just going to spread damage, which is fine. So I think what we'll do is we'll Sableye, and then we'll go Manaphy, finish the Crest off as well, and then we'll put damage on the Curlia. So it's probably the best bet as far as, you know, what we can do. And we do have 3 Mirage Gates, so let's see. So we need to shuffle back in a water, a psychic, and then go from there. So we'll super rod, we'll grab Sableye, water, and a psychic. And then what we can do is we can artisan, grab the Sableye. We can attach the psychic to Sableye. And then from there, we'll go Mirage Gate. So we'll go Psychic Water. And then we'll Mirage Gate again. And we'll go Water Psychic. So we don't have any more energy in the deck, which is a little bit scary, but it's nothing too crazy. And then we can actually attach the grass to Greninja or Tina, depending on what he brings up, and then go from there. So, let's see. So we'll retreat. We'll use Sableye. And then we'll go Lost Mine. And we'll go 40, 30. And then we'll go 20, 10. And then, in case he chooses to power it up, we'll go here. So we get 2 prizes here. And then if he chooses to bring up the Guardy, then we have the Tina, which should be able to KO. So if he Ionos us, he gets rid of his big hand and stuff. So we'll have to kind of figure out how to go from there, but nothing too crazy. I could have KO'd the Curlia, which might have been a better play, but, you know, it's still not the worst thing in the world. Because if he... So he can get back the Manaphy, which is fine. So, there's the Manaphy. We do have 1 Sableye prize too, which is a little bit annoying, but it's okay. It's nothing we can't handle. And if he chooses to come up with a Guardy and KO us, then we can KO with Sableye. If he brings up a Curlia and damages it, then we can KO with Cramorant. So if he puts 1 energy on it, with Gardevoir's ability, we can KO with Cram for 110. So, and I believe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's at 9 energy. So, and if he gets rid of 1 here, okay, so he hasn't yet. So yeah, I still think we're in an okay spot. It's kind of awkward with having the Sableye prized and having to get rid of a Super Rod early and having a Super Rod in here, but I still think we're in a decent spot. I'm pretty sure our last few prizes are the Sableye and a Path, and then it's got to be something. So We do play 2 Roxanne as well, and I haven't seen a single Roxanne. So, see what our opponent decides to do here. So he can use reversal, but then his reversal is going to be shut off, which is really good for us. So reversal works right now, but if he chooses to, let's see. Reversal is working right now, but he's going to go to 3, and then it'll be shut off. We can hit him for 110, put him at 10 left, and then he has to find a way to evolve this Ralts into a Gardevoir again in order to get the KO, and if not, then he has to come up with Gardevoir EX and go from there. So we'll go Comfy just so we can thin a couple more cards. So there's a Nest Ball. Let's see what's left in our deck. So we have 2 Roxanne, 2 Path, Temple. So we really need Path to kind of solidify everything. So I think what we'll do is we'll just flower selecting. We'll grab Roxanne. A little bit unfortunate, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I think what we'll do is we'll just switch cart into the Cram. And then we'll use Roxanne just to lower his hand size. And we got a Mirage Gate too, so little bit alright. I don't think we'll need the Jet Energy anymore, so hopefully I can hit Path. And if I don't, I don't, but it's okay. So yeah, we can hit him for 110. It's going to be kind of a slow-paced game from here, but he has draw off of Arcana and potentially Greninja. But he's probably playing 1 more Psychic Energy, so, and he has Kirlia, so not too bad. So he can KO, but then he won't be able to use enough to KO from there. If he KOs Cramorant, we'll be tied on prizes if I take the KO on Guardy. And if worse comes to worse, I can always use Lost Impact and discard the 2 waters. And then if he's forced to come up with Guardy, then we can go from there. So I think we're in a solid spot. And if he chooses to come up with Guardy and go for the KO, then that's fine too, because we can just use Star Requiem, take 2 prizes, and then I don't think that there's any way that he can get a win from there. So playing this down to the wire as best as we can. Because he just evolved this Kirlia. So there's an Iono. He's going to Iono us to 3. He's going to Iono us into the Path. So we have 2 cards until we hit the Path, 1 or 2. So, okay, so there's the Brainwave. That I wasn't too worried about. If he plays, let's see. Let's see. Okay, I think my best bet is to try and hit Energy and then Greninja. Even though I can't hit the bench, I can just do 90 to the Guardy and KO it. And then if he comes up with this, then I can use the Star Requiem and then go from there, because he only has a few energy left. I think my best bet is to use the Greninja. So we got Mirage Gate, which is good. I think what we'll do first is we'll use Mirage Gate to grab our last Grass Energy. Put it here. We can Colress. We only have 2 cards left in deck, but we should win within a turn or 2. So our best bet's to grab these. And then we can play the Path, and then we'll just use Moonlight Shuriken. It is unfortunate that, you know, we don't get the extra damage, but we're only doing the 90 here because it gives him 1 prize. And then if he wants to attack, he's going to have to go for the Guardy. so should be in a good spot. So yeah, if he evolves the Curlia to kill the Greninja, then we're in a solid spot. Giratina is going to take 2 KOs back to back. It's just kind of important on how we do it. So I think what I'm going to have to do, let's see. So we have 2, 3 grass, 4 psychic, 1 water, 2 water, 3 water, and then all 3 jet. So I'm going to have to Requiem. Let's see, 8, 9, 10, reversal. So he has no energy to work with. I'm going to assume he's not playing 11. So that means that he has to attach at least 1, which means that puts that at 290. So if he attacks with this first, then we're okay. Oh, this is so risky and annoying. I need him to misplay and come up and swing with the Guardy. That's the only way that I'm going to be able to win. Artisan's in here, so he has 1 more stadium potentially, and he has Worker. There's the Gardevoir. So if he can't get rid of the path, then be okay. I might have 1 escape rope left. I'm not sure. 2 escape rope. Okay, so there's his stadium. So he's going to be able to attack now. I wish we had access to a special charge, but this list doesn't play it, which is the unfortunate part. So he's going to use Psychic Embrace. Okay, so he puts 20. Is he going to misplay and bring up the Guardy EX to swing? Okay, so there's a Sky Seal Stone. I'm not sure what that's going to do for him. So if he retreats and goes into the Guardy, then we're most likely going to lose. Oh. Yeah, we don't have any more energy, which is a little bit unfortunate. The only thing we're going to be able to do is Star Requiem. And then that's pretty much it. So we're going to Star Requiem. We'll see what he chooses to do. So it KOs the Gardevoir. If we had the boss early on, then there's a Suian Heavy Ball. So we know that the last prize is the unfortunate Sableye. So there's the boss's orders. 2 KO the Comfy. And 190 damage. So overall, I mean, we got close. We had, a few super unfortunate hands in the beginning, but, we still went as close as we could. Lost Tina isn't the greatest versus Gardevoir, but, we still got down to 1 prize. Just sometimes those Comfy burns are a little bit annoying, but as always, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Otherwise, I will catch you guys on tomorrow's episode of Tech Tuesday.